It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports, where we'll see a brawl inside the AFC West. It's the Raiders and the Bolts, just ahead on EA Sports.
It was once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles. Today we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Los Angeles Chargers. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
The kicker, Dustin Hopkins, set to get this one going. And we are underway in Southern California. Fields it right around the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. As the Raiders take over on offense, we get to see the man who has been the leader of this team for 9 seasons now, under center Derek Carr.
In the midst of a tumultuous 2021 season, the Las Vegas Raiders really turned to their quarterback, Derek Carr, to not only drive their offense, leading to career-high totals for the 8th-year passer and a nearly 5,000-yard season throwing the football, but also his leadership ability. He really grabbed that team and led them to the playoffs for the second time in his career while coming out one of the toughest divisions in football.
And some room to work. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give them 15 yards to start their first drive of the game. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Once again, it's Jacobs. And taken down just shy of the 40. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Carr. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A Raider first down, Carter Renfrow.
I think it's easy to say not many people expected 100 catches or 1,000 yards out of Hunter Renfrow last season, but it's time to set those low expectations aside. He's one of the breakout players at receiver in the NFL and one of the better players at his position. Picks up a first down there for him on that play.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Delay of game, offense.
Play clock all the way to 0. Didn't get the snap off. 5-yard penalty.
And you see the head coach writing that note on his play sheet right now. He's going to be addressing that with his staff. A sense of urgency, get to the line of scrimmage, snap the ball.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Second and 11 now. From midfield, here's Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. An extra quarterback now in the game for the Chargers here on third. Here's Carr to throw. And that is incomplete. So on fourth down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. DeAndre Carter back deep. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Los Angeles taking the field led by Justin Herbert, third-year man out of Oregon whose career is off to an incredibly productive start.
It feels like hyperbole, but it's actually reality. In only 2 seasons, we've seen Justin Herbert do things rarely or never seen before in the NFL. He's one of only 9 quarterbacks now with a 5,000-yard passing season and made the Chargers a top 5 offense for the first time since 2010. He's also the only quarterback to ever throw at least 30 touchdowns in each of his first 2 seasons and set a record for completions over that same span.
And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
On second and 9, Herbert got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Here's Herbert. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Call it a pickup of free and also now likely a punt on their opening drive.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Hunter Renfrow deep to return for the Raiders. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Raiders football 1st and 10. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
To throw is Carr. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feed down complete. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Play action, now it's Carr. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here. He keeps getting opportunities. That's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
At first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Here comes Carter. Just a net of 34 there, following a punt of 44 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession and try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Someone's looking fresh, and his own line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain too.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
What a dynamic player Eckler has become since going undrafted out of Western State. He's top 5 in rushing touchdowns and all-purpose yards last season, while nearly getting his first 1,000-yard campaign on the ground. Somehow, he has yet to appear in a Pro Bowl. That seems likely to change this season.
Herbert on first down now. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 2nd down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert throwing left side is hauled in by Palmer. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. Herbert now. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
A 25-yard attempt.
Hopkins' kick is good, and the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. That drive took them inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold them to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give them a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them get the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So out come the Raiders. They've had twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling, and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Carr's throw complete here to Waller. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Carr finding Waller there for the Vegas first.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there, and how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, but when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Carr. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 47-yard line.
Now Carr on the bootleg. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Carr with a play fed to Jacobs. Catch made, it's Moreau. He'll wind up getting just a yard, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving.
False start, offense.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. To throw with Carr. Looking deep for Adams. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. On the return, Carter. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and they will take over 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They started on the ground with Eckler. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now it's Herbert. That is caught. It's Williams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And the Raiders have got him. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second. So that time, Charles, a quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's when you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
On second down, Eckler. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get it down at about the 40. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down. Back to throw here, Herbert. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he's stopped at the 44. It's also a gain of 4. And now it's fourth down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders now set to get the football back. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on the quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Carr. On the out route, this is Adams with a catch. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Short completion, just 4 yards. 3rd and 7 now.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule it out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly what they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
Right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. He'll hand off here to Eckler. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 and the 36. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Good, strong run against a 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
Herbert with a connection to Allen for a Charger 1st down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end Park. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Raiders pick it up. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Looking deep in the direction of Abdullah. Oh, he makes a catch off the tip out of safety. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and it's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
You said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up, then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
They'll operate for the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, Herbert. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
There it is, a staple of most teams' playbooks, the angle route. A lot of times you want to take away that inside route by a back, but when they sell it like he's going to the flat, that is tough on inside linebackers. One false step, and that ball's completed.
Running on first down, Eckler. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. On the option, here's Eckler. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
This is how offensive coordinators earn their money. He thought he was ahead of the curve after first down.
Got 7 yards first down play, but then you get stuffed there on 2nd down, maybe just a yard out of it. Now your advantage is evaporated. They'll try to pick up the... And he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive. to the 43, second down.
Well, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they took a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Carr. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Raider first.
Let's rock and roll, baby.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Now Carr. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's 2nd down. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
Delay of game, offense.
On a delay of game there, they could not get the play off in time.
Frustrating for the head coach. Frustrating for the offense. Sometimes you have to get the play call in a little bit quicker.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Now Carr. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? Then get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage. With man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. And Waller taking it in over the middle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Chargers' 14-yard line.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
It's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Here's Jacobs, and he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Two minutes to play in his first half, 7-3, our score. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Got a man, it's Johnson, end zone for a Raider touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass, and the Raiders are able to cash in for 6.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Carlson on for the PAT. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all.
And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. And the LA offense ready for this next possession.
They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Ed one told me once, when we're having a tough patch, this two shall pass, and if I kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be corralled well outfield right around the 40-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
First and 10 here, and if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. On second and 10, the ball back with Herbert. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Herbert.
He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. To the air again, Herbert. That's caught, and it's Eckler again. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
That's right, dog. Let's go.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. Hopkins' kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
So 6 seconds all that remains in this first half as the kick is away. Taken in at the 3. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. He'll take the knee in the final couple seconds. Will tick by in this first half. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. First up, though, a look at the next-gen stats for the Raiders in that first half. And they've had plenty of success throwing the football so far this afternoon, as they're on pace to throw for over 300 yards if their form holds. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they too were able to take advantage of a soft secondary, as both of these two teams really threw the ball at will in that first half.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. Taken in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Chargers getting ready to go here to start this third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
On 2nd and 9, Herbert, and this is incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Batted by the linebacker, but still adjusts and makes the catch. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Sometimes luck is all you need. That was not even the intended receiver on that play.
Well, Johnny on the spot, though.
Yeah, and it turned into a big play for those guys on offense. They'll take it each and every time.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for L.A. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets us away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 27. The first run for the backup, Abdullah. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
So statistically, both of these offenses have a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. On 2nd and 11 now. Carr. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Carr going to throw. Renfro bringing it in over the middle. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Gain of 15. First down, Las Vegas.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's got room. And he'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 52 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole. And then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off. But you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10, right at the 40. To throw his Carr. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there that takes away what could have been a touchdown.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Carr. That's complete to his tight end Waller. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Play of game, offense.
Not enough sense of urgency there. Play clock hit 0, 5-yard penalty.
Yeah, I like your point there. Not enough sense of urgency. People walking up to the line of scrimmage, you got to get up there and get set and be ready to go.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Open man, that's Renfro. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 15-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage with a flag down here to boot. So they may back up further. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Here's Carr. Dancing to his left. Pass incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Again, it's Carr. Throw right side into the hands of Foster Moreau. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Here's Carr to throw. to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They converted twice on third down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
So Carr will depart, and on comes the Raider kicker Daniel Carlson for field goal try. From the right hash, that's a 31-yard attempt. Carlson able to put this one through. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6.
So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that can all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
After the main field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Chargers ready to take over. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Hold on a second. Is that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers. But the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there. Showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Carr, the Raiders come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Trying to lay one up deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
With the time left on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Running from the gun, it's Abdullah. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first. Good push up front, and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for the running back to roam.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Defensively, they were in the 3-4, and that O-line just dominated the D-line there.
Let's go with a verbal telestrator here because that D-line has a nose over the center, and it has a 2 defensive ends over the offensive tackles. That means the guards don't have anyone over the top of them. That creates a natural bubble inside. When they sprint upfield, take on the inside linebackers, if the back hits it fast enough, there should be space to run.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 23-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
A gain of 7. And the Raiders first down.
Let's go.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Carr. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up the 3rd down.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Carr. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The Charger D making things difficult, and it's 4th down. So Carr exits on 4th down, and on comes Daniel Carlson for the field goal drive. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides to be thrilled with that.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing to trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Herbert now. And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack.
Max Crosby is really starting to get his due around the league. He's one of the best young pass rushers in the game. 25 sacks in his first 3 seasons.
Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backward, so he's on to punt it away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Raiders heading out to take over. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, try to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out to take it. Let's get free.
Not one that I've ever met.
Well, looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could have every move in the book out of. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Second and 14. Now Carr. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlines. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
I don't know about you, but I wanted to reach out of the booth and snatch that pass myself. That thing floated forever up there. I think that threw out the timing of the receiver. That's why he couldn't get his feet down even though he got the ball.
You know, Charles, I would have liked to have seen that.
Yeah, me too.
For you. I wanted to see you reach out and catch that.
Yeah, you've heard about my hands, huh?
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be fourth down. Here's A.J. Cole now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try to get some points. The goal for any offense versus its own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well. They're perfectly executed crossing route. A good gain on first has them set up with second and just a couple of inches out from the 29. Up the middle with Eckler. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. More from L.A. in a moment. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Palmer. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Chargers, first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Eckler now between the tackles. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Call a no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. He's got Allen. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Herbert's pass complete to Keenan Allen. That's a gain of 8. Brings up third and 2.
The Chargers on third down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down where they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They'll run for it with Eckler. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there, relied on the big guys up front, and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down.
Now it's Herbert. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Justin Herbert said, a fumble on the play.
Fortunate to get that football back. It's trailing here in the 2nd half. Last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Herbert. Got a man. It's complete. It's Palmer. And he's going to have another first down as a tackle comes at the Raiders' 25-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. Got his man. It's Williams. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First and 10.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. On the screen, this is Eckler. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
A 7-yard gain. Complete to Austin Eckler. 1st down and goal to go.
Eckler. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I would think down 2 scores at this point in 4th quarter, even with the loss there on 1st down, this has got to be 4-down territory. If you're the field goal kicker, your only purpose now is if you can run out for a pass or actually carry the ball into the end zone. Otherwise, don't even look at the coach.
Eckler again, but he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
Oh, my, that's a heck of a tackle right there on 3rd down because they had to swing it out to the back and hope that he could make a play. But let's face it, in order for him to be there and be in that position, in order to make that play, he had to read his keys and not be fooled. Excellent job in the open field.
Okay, so thought they might go for it here, down late. Instead, they tried out the field goal unit. Hopkins' kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So it's 4th down and 1 in the red zone that they elect to take just a 3.
And I'm a little bit surprised that that's exactly what they decided to do. I kind of thought that they would go for it in that situation. But sometimes I'm sure you just think to yourself, take the 3 points, put them in your pocket, and move on.
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as you get to the 30. Good gain there on 1st down and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. They'll run again. This time it's Abdullah. And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31. Raiders on 3rd down. They're hitting just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 4. Play action. Now it's Carr. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, 1st down. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. A clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit him over the top.
On play action, now Carr. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. A gain of 8 there on the play. And he'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And it's out. He put it on the carpet and picked up by the Chargers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They trail by 2 scores in the 4th, and their defense did its job getting the full recovery. Time to see what this offense has left in the tank. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On 1st down, Carr. The left side throw complete to Adams.
And he's taken down inside the 30. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Now a give to Jenkins running right. And a reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That play blown up on a really nice effort by Jerry Tillery. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play caller, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
4 yards on the pickup there. Now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. On play action, it's Carr. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
So Carr will depart, and on comes the Raider kicker Daniel Carlson for the field goal try. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there, 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. The Charger drive about to get going. Their drive last time, it stalled out and were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get a big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Herbert gonna throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
The nice thing is that you still got plenty of timeouts in the middle of the field. That should still be an option, especially if you see the defenders pinching the sideline. You can run a little seam route right here and pick up some nice yardage.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Herbert to throw. That is caught. It's Williams. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down now, but that clock rolling. Throwing, Herbert. They'll find Everett there, complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now the Chargers hustling, trying to get up and get set. Now Herbert. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They got another first. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Herbert. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete.
Now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Herbert. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments, and anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Herbert throwing again. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed miracle last chance.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a camper on this one. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an outside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. The Raiders likely going to get out of this with a victory as they take a knee. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Carr down to a knee, and that ought to just about do it. So this is a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe you move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them this one is now planted.